Well, John Whitney, the Walsall coach, has been drawing inspiration from his beloved Liverpool. Can they summon up the spirit of Istanbul? He watched it again with his little boy this week for a little bit of inspiration.
Indeed, and it's credit to the way the Barnsley attacked the game, and as we said, there was a touch of fortune about 2 goals, but you've got to get yourself in the position. Paul Heckingbottom would have told his players to get forward, the likes of Adam Hammill, to make up the numbers in the box, to perhaps draw out the situations as and when they occur.
Here's Hammill, never short of inspiration. Fletcher. Brownhill to Hammill. Able to aim one towards goal. It's always a danger allowing him the opportunity to shoot on that right foot from that kind of position. Well, that's a remarkably good play by Roberts. Well, that's nonchalance epitomised. Outstanding start to the game for him at the weekend. An extra reason to rue the disallowing of the goal, because he hasn't yet scored for Barnsley. Hourihane's delivery is good! Oh, and Mawson has missed a gilt-edged chance. A disbelieving David Brutton alongside me.
Again, like everyone else on the ground, I think it's a wonderful ball in by Conor Hourihane, and you feel this goes in, this almost puts the tie to bed at such an early stage. Loses marker O'Connor there, and within the 6-yard box, 3 yards out. Normally so clinical from those type of areas. Alfie Mawson should have been a goal.
Just checking what it was all about. Brownhill, who can hit him? Manton was very aware of that. Good block. Here's Isgrove. Great work again. Winnall's in there. It was Downing who got the head on it. Hourihane. Oh, where's it going to drop? It's going to drop to Hammill. And that has to be Wembley now for Barnsley. Well, many were half expecting a flag, which did not come.
Did so well to keep the pressure on here, Barnsley. Again, it's Lloyd Isgrove down that right-hand side. When it's cleared, there's no real emphasis on getting out in a straight line, of being able to get out together as a team. It comes all the way through to Hammill. They might be asking for his offside, but he starts a good 2 yards in front of the line. I think it's Alfie Mawson that's really on the cusp. He's just allowed to run, he's allowed to ghost across the penalty spot. Shows good composure once you get there for a simple tap-in. You've really got to fear for Walsall now. It's a mammoth task.
Just going up again. Isgrove. Fletcher. Hammill fancies this.
It's a ton over elaborate from Adam Hammill when it's there really to be hit. Wonderful service that they're playing on tonight. Really does just roll nicely towards him.
Wrong club selection. Mawson rising. Fletcher towards Winnall, hooked away by Taylor. Now Williams. Downing. Bradshaw showing for it. Lloyd Isgrove. Downing. Brownhill. Oh, and that could be a gift for Hewler. And now for Bradshaw. The door is open. Here's Henry coming in. Hewler! Oh, their best moment, but not the kind of moment they were looking for.
A certain amount of sloppiness here from Barnsley, allowing the chance to come to Tom Bradshaw. Doesn't really connect with it at all, doesn't it, with any form of real purpose. It just seems like Jordan Hewler just sticks his leg out very nonchalantly there. I think he's even got time to take a touch and maybe get a turn and a shot on. Bradford just doesn't handle that attempt very well at all. Just a very, very lazy.
And always a threat when Conor Hourihane is over the ball at a set piece. And there's Whitney! Well, a remarkable stop by Etheridge. That would have put it well and truly to bed. On the night, never mind in terms of the tie. Hammill hobbling. I've certainly got to hope from Barnsley's perspective, because for all the world they're heading to Wembley, that they won't go without someone who can produce special moments. Isgrove, full of drive, full of hunger. It will need a bit of help, and Hammill provides it. Whitney frustrated.
There's a similar ball in, this time by Conor Hourihane, that led to the first goal. Just getting the wrong side of the defence. One Walsall player's really kind of taking charge back then. Is there any communication there about who's picking up? It's two really, really good.
I'm a Loughborough University student. Sports science there. Most notable footballer come out of there, I suppose, Bob Wilson, back in the glory days with Arsenal. Here's Demetriou. Now for Sawyers. This is a little more promising for Walsall. Plenty in the box. Bradshaw's up there! And so too was Davis, who has produced when he's had to in this tie. But this is Henry. But that was Isgrove, who has been absolutely magnificent across this tie. And that was a moment for him to look back on with fondness. Hewler. Henry. Hewler. Taylor.
Second goal that Tom Bradshaw's had, and it's a fantastic save that matches the quality of the header. Just a tossed up ball by Romain Sawyers, going backwards away from goal there, Bradshaw. It's the power that Andy Davies managed to generate to pounce over to the right hand side. It's clever from Hourihane just to slow the tempo of the game down, disrupt Walsall's rhythm. So effective from the wider parts of the pitch, whether it's on the run and a ball coming in from the likes of Isgrove or Hammill, or the dead ball accuracy and prowess of Conor Hourihane.
It's Brownhill. Isgrove. Hewler. Hourihane in there again. Barnsley skipper. It's going well forward here. There might be some scraps for him. Fletcher. Scowen. Fletcher. Works the opening. Oh, and just beat Whitney on the follow-up there. Certainly plenty of tempo in the game at the moment. This is Sam Manton. Chambers. Realistically, the one thing left now for Walsall is to try and at least win the match from already a position of adversity on the night. Manta. Demetriou, Cypriot international. Manta. Rico Henry. Manton. Sawyers did well. Davis fully behind it.
Split second there, just as Romain Sawyers turns here. Josh going just comes around the back of him. Tries to connect really, really well there, Romain Sawyers. This is another wonderful Barnsley chance. It's a good strong palm way by Neil Etheridge. Just gets it away from Sam Wendell's there.
To do a bit of a financial balancing act since they were relegated in 2014, Barnsley, but I suppose it's the finance man's dream season, isn't it? It's Fletcher. Can he finish? Winnall might. Could it be an own goal? Well, Downing got away with that by a whisker.
It shows the respect that these two strikers have for each other. I don't think there'd be many strikers in that situation Ashley Fletcher's in that would elect to try and pass the ball along the 6-yard box. If Sam Winnall's in that position, he's going for goal, he's going to cross the goalkeeper.
Manton. Rico Henry. Sawyers. Bradshaw. Was he fouled by Brownhill? Advantage played. Chambers! Oh, Davis produces another save. Might have got a nick on its way through, actually.
Be open up with his defence. Second very, very good save he's pulled off today, Adam Davies. Very well down to his right-hand side. From Bradshaw to really test out the Barnsley goalkeeper, Adam Davies.
Well, they're certainly putting everything into it. I have to give them plenty of credit for that.
Absolutely, and causing enough problems and asking enough questions to perhaps get Paul Heckingbottom slightly concerned about his team situation, but that 4-goal cushion, it's something that got to manage towards the end of this game.
Hourihane gets it back from Hammill. So Walsall have gone to a 4-2-3-1 now. Oh, and Fletcher's there! Finishes. The party has begun. Well, it's another memorable night for Barnsley Football Club.
It's an emphatic scoreline, and they really had to weather the storm in this last 5 or so minutes. Again, they do well getting down the side of Walsall. Hammill again, the player that's been the architect in chief of most of the chances. It's a good first touch by Ashley Fletcher that allows in the time and space to be able to pick his spot from such a close angle. The wild swing from Winnall really upsets the Walsall defence. Takes Downing out of position. Still from there, he's got to show composure. Still got to beat Neil Etheridge.
It certainly worked. Here's Brownhill. Williams. Hourihane. Scowen. Tony's touch. Brownhill. Tony again. To come inside the way. Chapman. Tony. Anthony Ford, but very rarely. Usually only used in other systems, and they've used a fair few this year. And Barnsley have become very settled in that respect. You could have said the same until probably December time. Cook curls one beautifully. Well, it's certainly the goal of the night from a man who often often makes an impact from the bench. And something at least for the suffering Sadler's supporters to cheer.
It's the first time really that they've got the distances wrong in between the midfield and the defence here, Barnsley. He's allowed far too much room, Jordan Cook. Saying that, expecting him to dip it into the top corner, I don't think they did. Starts it really, really wide. Takes it completely away from Adam Davies in the Barnsley goal, who's got no chance of keeping that out. Quite right, Dan. Goal of the night. Mentally as well, we look at how they handled the Johnston's Paint Trophy final and how they got through the game, the different nuances and the rhythm of it. They had to show a great character to stick in there and really take something out of the game.
Yeah, came from behind, didn't they, against Oxford?
Showed a team that when they were asked questions, they had the belief and the desire to be able to turn it round and get something from it.
Well, Isgrove might get something from this. Brownhill will! Well, it's a moment of fast for Walsall. Barnsley finish with a flourish.
No, indeed, it's a punishing scoreline that we're looking at, and we really got a feel for Walsall. Lloyd Isgrove again, always playing on the shoulder, always looking to make something happen, preempting the mistake by Henry. Just good bravery as well against Neil Etheridge as the goalkeeper comes out to try and make the tackle. But look at him there, he knows where the ball's going to go. Always alive, even down into the 90th minute. As I said, they've given it a gallant effort tonight, Walsall, but been completely overpowered by Barnsley. And in little instances like that, that's where the qualities show.
Josh Brownhill delighted. Looked well worth the trip. Well, they know the drill. They've had a dress rehearsal, haven't they, for 10 days' time.
Travelled in good numbers and good voice. Not stopped singing and positively balmy night in the Midlands there with the top off.
Well, you're not going to be the only Yorkshire voice at Wembley on playoff final weekend, are you? I mean, it's going to be the dominant accent.
Safety in numbers there.
Well, Sheffield Wednesday and Barnsley against Millwall, or maybe Bradford City if they can pull off some heroism down at the Den, which will not be straightforward, a ground on which they've never won.
Remain resolutely unbiased. Here's another example of, we look at teams, you look at the Brighton tie with Sheffield Wednesday, about a team that was really punching right at the top of the division. Similar situation with Walsall, about what a fantastic season that they've had, and I'm sure there's the disappointment when they do finish the season in this type of manner, but there's so many positives to take from the way that they've conducted themselves and also the way they've approached the football that they've played within League One.
Purring, stylish manner with which they closed the campaign. Wonderful performance at Port Vale. And while they starred at the Wembley of the North, the Wembley a step too far. Barnsley have a shout of joining Wigan Athletic and Burton Albion in the Championship next season. Came past Villa Park on the train on the way here. It's that kind of prospect that can potentially await them. And he knows the drill himself from his playing days, as well as his recent managerial experience. 2 finals at Cardiff in the playoffs, which he won with Sheffield Wednesday and Barnsley. Lost a final with Darlington against Peterborough in 2000 at the old Wembley. Went on holiday to Ayia Napa and watched his beloved Barnsley lose to Ipswich in the Championship final, as is now, 2 days later. So it was a gutter of a weekend for him. Well, Well, for many, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But Paul Heckingbottom and his players will head to English football's greatest stage for the second time in just under 2 months. An extraordinary achievement. It has been a quite remarkable second half of the season. Not so long ago, they were staring down the barrel at potential relegation. They've more than rallied. They have excelled, winning more games than any other side in England in 2016. They've been to Wembley once and picked up a trophy. Now they will head back with the prize of promotion in their sights. And Adam Hammill's coolness to give them the lead in the first leg earlier here tonight in the second leg, the crucial factor this evening. Ashley Fletcher and Josh Brownhill also on target. Jordan Cook with a stunning consolation, if that's the right word for Walsall. But joy unconfined for the supporters from South Yorkshire. It really has been a season already surely beyond their wildest dreams. And if they can finish it with another Wembley triumph, well, it will be another stunning story in this season of stunning stories in English football.